So this is getting your, say you have a pellet stove, it's not self-lighting. This is where you start out with anyway. This is how you start to get that point where you can light it pretty easily actually. First you start out with the jar. You're gonna find yourself, this is an Adams peanut butter jar. This is just something that's available to us. We're actually working on eating some more to get more jars because we need them. You need a jar lid like this. Okay, the ordinary mason jars, the lids don't last. So you need a lid with this, with just a little bit of like a silicone gasket around it, and that's all you need. Just a plain lid like this. Just gotta look for the jar that's closest to you, that's easiest access to you. That's what, then you want to take that jar and you want to fill it up with pellets. Okay? Then you're gonna fill that jar with lamp oil. This is a paraffin-based lamp oil. This is an indoor lamp oil. You can get a kerosene indoor lamp oil, but the problem is it still stinks, and it's kind of overpowering. There's pros and cons to both these types of lamp oils. The paraffin base or the kerosene base lamp oil, and this will explain it to you later. You can light it like that. It goes up. You shut your thing. You shut your door on your pellet stove, and you start the feed right away. With the paraffin based, you got to light it and basically let it burn for a little bit. Leave your door open just a little bit. Basically go make yourself a cup of coffee in the morning. Basically. So again, that's, and then you go shut the door and then you start your feed. But once you get things going, you'll have two jars going. See, it's all already full of lamp oil, and you'll want to sift them. Take the lid off. That. But you're gonna want, when you first start out, you're gonna want at least to let them soak for about 3 days. Or start this process just before things start to get cold. Like right now at this time of year, our house is almost at the point of where it can maintain a 20-degree temperature. Once that happens, we don't use the pellet stove at all. We don't have to. Basically, you take this one here. Once you got everything started, this is already set. And when you're pretty much done, you fill this back up with fresh pellets, and then you sift them. Let me get that just a little bit better here. There, that's better. Once you sifted it, you just give it a top up of lamp oil. And then when you're done, light your stove up, you just put this away in your shed or something like that. Let it soak. It'll be 4 to 5 days of pellets that you use. Put the lid back on and just let it soak. So basically, you got a whole bunch of fire starter here for your pellet stove. And I'll explain to you how it works in the morning. See you in the morning. So it's morning. Just gonna start up the pellet stove. How I do that is I add a handful or 2 handfuls, a little bit more than that, of pellets. Let's get this thing up onto the stand. So we add a bit of pellets to it. We add this our fire starter, our homemade fire starter here. We light it. We start the pellet stove. Leave the door open a bit. We'll go make a cup of coffee. Just going to close this door. Start the feed. We got our pellet stove going. Funny thing about this pellet stove is we didn't want to get another wet permit, so this pellet stove has actually been rebuilt. It's got a different wiring harness throughout it, and we had to change up the board, crapped out on us, so we kind of updated the controls right there. We got a different model, a bit newer. Got the board is a module system, so it's a bit more up to date. Looks fine. We gotta change up the Sarah boards, bring them up to date. The other one had steel plates, and one of the steel plates had a Sarah board behind it, and I guess that's all you need. Well, that's all, folks. I hope you enjoyed this.